shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on, shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on. In violent times, you shouldn't have to sell your soul. In black and white, they really ought to know.
Hey everybody, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today I'm going to show you how to play Shout by Tears for Fears, just a simple strumming version of it. And this song is great because it's just two simple chord progressions. That's what makes up the majority of the tune and the most common strumming pattern ever. We're only using 4 basic chord shapes, so it's really straightforward. If along the way you find you need any extra help, there's my free ebook, which has all the basics of chords and strumming, my complete beginner's course, which elaborates on that. It goes over it, guides you through the entire process from start to finish, from just picking up a guitar to being able to play along with any simple strumming tune, knowing all the basic chord shapes, all that stuff. And there's also the chord chart for this available on my Patreon page. Otherwise, we're going to get started with the chord shapes for the chorus. The first one is E minor. From there, we go to C. And when I switch from E minor to C, if we play E minor with these 2 fingers, we can pivot off of our middle finger into a C chord. We have to just kind of rotate our hand around our middle finger there, get into our C chord, maybe lower our thumb a little bit, nice and comfortable. And then we have an A chord. And when we're switching from C to A, I recommend lifting your fingers and then placing these 2 first, and then our first finger to finish it off. That way we have some sort of order to it. We can keep following that order, and it'll help us build up consistent muscle memory. So practice that switch from C into A. And that's all we need for the chorus. There's one more shape, but we'll save it for the verse. And let's just practice those chord shapes in order, downstrokes only, counting along, so that we can get used to the chord order from the verse, play each chord the right amount of times, as well as the chord switching. Starting on E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Switch to C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Over to A, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Back to E minor, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One more time. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I forgot to mention before, if you want to play along with the original recording, you'll have to put a capo on the 3rd fret. Without a capo, this song is all bar chords, and it's quite a bit more difficult, but the capo makes it the simplest chords ever. So we put our capo on the 3rd fret and do exactly what we're doing, except pretending that that's the end of the guitar. So our E minor chord would be like that. For our purposes, we're going to be doing this in the open position, so no worries there if you don't have a capo. Anyways, those are the chords used to play the verse. Now we'll take a look at our strumming pattern. It goes like this. And that's the most common strumming pattern ever. I've gone over it in its own tutorial. I'll put a link to that down below. But let's just take a moment and learn it right now. We'll break it down into 2 parts. First, we go down, down, up. So down on beat 1, down, up on beat 2. We count out loud, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, 3, 4. And if you find that your strumming is sounding really abrasive, be a bit looser on your pick. I know it feels like you might drop it, but that's fine. You know, you got to learn to grip it just enough. That way it can graze the strings. And I go over that in a tutorial about how to hold a pick, as well as in my beginner's course and Strumming Made Simple. So please check out those resources down below if you want to smooth out your strumming tone. Anyways, that's the first half of our strumming pattern. The second half, we go miss, up, down, up. So we miss the strings and then go up, down, up. And we'll count out loud. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. And when we put those two halves together, we get down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. And I find it's helpful to learn how to say the pattern first, just going down, down, up, miss, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Because it's easier to say it, you know, and then we can internalize the rhythm that way. And finally, we just get it out with our hand. Let's do it a little bit slower. 3 and 4 and down, down, up, miss, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Like I said, I go over it in its own tutorial, so if you need extra help, please check that out. Otherwise, we can put that together with the chords from the verse, starting out on E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so that's the chorus. There's only 2 other parts. The verse is very simple. We need one new chord shape for it, G. And we just go between G 2 times and then A 2 times. And that's our progression. We play that 4 times total. That's the entire verse. So let's just try that with the strumming pattern right away. You know, it's only 2 chords. We'll do our strumming pattern 2 times on G, 2 times on A, over and over again, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, switching to A, back to G, couple more times. Right on. So there's only one other part to this tune. That's the bridge. It's the simplest part. We play the A chord 2 times with our strumming pattern. Then we play E minor 2 times with our strumming pattern. And that's it. So let's just try it really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, A. Now all we have left to do is talk about how to assemble the tune. We have our 3 components, the chorus, the verse, and the bridge. I'm just going to get my chord chart here. We start off with the chorus, then the verse, chorus, and then half of a verse. So we just do the first half of it. Chorus, bridge, interlude, and this is just the E minor chord. So we didn't even have to go over that part. We just hold the E minor chord, strum along. Then we play the chorus, half of it, verse, chorus. Then there's a solo, which just happens over the same chords as the chorus. And then we play the chorus a couple more times. So at the end there, we basically just play the chorus 4 times through. And that's it. That's all there is to assembling this tune. I want you to write that down, or you can get the chord chart off my Patreon and listen to the original recording with that in mind. That'll help you learn to play along with the original recording, to play through the entire song. Actively listening to it, thinking like, okay, the chorus is going to come up here and it's only going to be half length. Listen to it. Yeah, that made sense. It's going to kind of connect the visual with what you're hearing and help you put it together that way. So I highly recommend taking the time to do that. Otherwise, I want you to just work on each section of this tune. When you're ready, you can get your capo on the 3rd fret, and then you can play along with the original recording with that in mind. If you need any extra help, don't forget about my free ebook, my complete beginner's course, Strumming Made Simple, and that chord chart on my Patreon page. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.